dragging my stuff a mile to get to this spot was worth it. Now, I've come to this spot multiple times during the winter and literally got skunked every single time. I've never caught a fish ice fishing here, so I have no business being on this pond or small lake, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I've literally never caught a smallmouth through the ice before, and this spot here specifically has smallmouth. There's actually no largemouth here at all. It's just pickerel, just smallmouth today. Bait I'm using today is giant. I'm gonna be using some giant shiners that are $2 a piece. So I really don't want to catch bluegill. I really don't want to catch some yellow perch. I'm looking for those bass and pickerel today. But it's already about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I need to get to stepping and set up my bob house. It's gonna be a cold one today. But yeah, let's get started. So in New Hampshire, you're allowed 6 lines to fish with. So for 5 of my lines, I'm gonna be using these Frabill insulated tip-ups, which honestly is perfect for a day like today. It's only about 20 degrees out with 15-mile-an-hour winds, so my holes are gonna wanna freeze up. But basically, the insulation just means there's styrofoam here, which covers up your hole and prevents it from freezing up. And I paid $2 for this guy. I keep dropping him. But look at the size of him. And like I said, I'm going for smallmouth. But, okay, you can go back in the bucket. But I'm gonna repeat that 4 more times, and then I'm gonna be jigging in my bob house for my last line. All right, first flag for me today. I gotta do this quick before my good camera dies. But maybe there's a fish on, maybe not. Got him. Whatever it was pretty tiny, so it's probably just a small little yellow perch. Typically, pickerel will leave big gashes in the bait. There's no real gashes in the bait there. All right, let's get back in the warm bob house. So I just got done setting up all my tip-ups and I had 1 flag go off. Unfortunately, didn't hook up into it, but I'm sitting in my nice warm bob house. And for my last line, I'm gonna be jigging with a medium power ugly stick rod here. Medium power is perfect for pickerel, perfect for smallmouth. I was going for like the yellow perch, the bluegill, the crappie, and stuff like that. Medium power might be too stiff. You might want to go with a medium light or even a light powered rod. I'm using 12-pound braid to an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Then I have this tiny little 16th ounce jig here. And on this I'm going to put a little gulp minnow. This thing. Now these are 2.5-inch chartreuse minnows from Gulp, and I bought these actually specifically for this pond. And I know earlier I said I literally have never caught a fish here before, so I really don't know what lure to use, but when I saw these I'm like, you know what, I have the perfect place to throw these and test them out. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna rig it up through the head like that. And there we go. A super simple bait. And hopefully I can catch some smallmouth with it. Now that's the idea today. Catching some pickerel would be nice. Catching smallmouth would be even better. But we're gonna drop it down. I'm fishing about 11 feet. According to my Garmin here. It looks like I'm already getting a little bit interest in my chartreuse minnow already. I just dropped it down there. I got 2 flags up right now. I'll grab this one first real quick. I see it spinning. Ah, nothing. Let's head over to the other one. Nothing on here either. There's something on it, but I'm gonna wait a sec, let him take it. I don't want to pop him too early. That is what I thought was eating my stuff. Little baby pickerel. Alright, so first fish for me today, just a tiny little pickerel. I think this is my 4th flag in literally, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so. Hopefully, it's that elusive smallmouth. Something is still on here. Missed him. He was on for a second. Again, didn't feel very big. Ooh. Just saw that flag go off. Looks like there's something on it too. Let's get out here. Hopefully, it's the elusive smallmouth. And it's not a pickerel. Got him. That has some weight, I guess. And by some weight, I mean it's a small pickerel. All right. Second fish for me today. Another pickerel. All right, so got another flag here. Not much going on in the bob house. I've been getting a couple marks, but none of them are committing. But doesn't look like anything. Looks like I got 2 fish on me right now. Watch me get bit now because there's 2 fish. Little competition never hurt anyone. I guess they don't want what I'm throwing. Maybe if I throw a shiner down in there, they'll hit the shiner, but I kind of actually wanted to jig some fish up today. Some smallmouth, hopefully. But nothing in the bob house, but just got 2 flags that popped off at the same time. Hopefully I get a smallmouth. Super tiny. And he spit it. Maybe this one is slightly bigger than whatever perch or small pickerel I had on there. Something's on. Pickerel. Okay, so I've been marking fish basically all morning, but they're just not committing to my little chartreuse minnow I have tied on. I mean, the amount of fish I've had on the screen this morning, one of them should have committed by now. At one point I swore I had 3 or 4 fish on the screen. So what I think I'm gonna do right now is reel up and take this off, this little chartreuse bait right here. And since that isn't working, I'm just going to be nose hooking the shiners with this little jig head. Just like that. And maybe they'll react to that. But since I'm using a live shiner, it is going to be pretty tough to keep it underneath my transducer, but I'm going to do the best I can here. Hopefully this is the elusive smallmouth. Not gonna lie, I doubt it, but maybe. Super tiny. Ah, dang. Smallmouth, super tiny smallmouth. Super tiny pickerel. Alright. That pickerel has seen better days. But, well, so far the day's been pretty slow. I've had 3 or 4 pickerel to show for it. That's not really unexpected, really. Pickerel are kind of a cold water fish. Now, before I was marking fish on that chartreuse minnow I was using, and they weren't committing to that. And now I'm using a live shiner, and they're not committing to that either. So, unless these are just really small fish on my graph, then I don't know what the deal is. If they're not hitting fake, they're not hitting real, then it's just, I guess, kind of a slow day. Alright, well, unfortunately the battery for my good camera is dying, so I'm going to shut off my good camera right now and turn it on when I have something. Okay, well, there was something on it. Still might be. I'm just going to give my minnow a little bit more action, jig him around a little bit instead of just letting him kind of like wiggle around down there. Maybe that's what they want, a little bit more lively. Oh my goodness, I got 2 flags right now. Alright, here we go, smallmouth. A little bit of weight, little bit of weight. Oh my goodness, what a giant yellow perch. Look at the size of this yellow perch. Perch is a foot long, but we'll send him back. Man, not my biggest, but that was all the 12 inches. Please be a smallmouth. Please be a smallmouth. I think it's just a pickerel. A good sized pickerel though. Oh, I just got way slack in the line. Oh my God. Look at the size of this pickerel. That is a huge pickerel. Well, I guess I shouldn't say huge. Medium. Medium-sized pickerel. Third flag. Came here. Flags were hot and heavy. And then nothing for the longest time. And then now 3 flags at once. Dang. Goodbye, pickerel. Alright, well, one of the best things about ice fishing. Got a blueberry muffin. Got some chips. Gotta have the roast beef. Oops. And a Powerade. That shiner's fighting hard down there. Okay. Now I am switching back over to these gulp minnow. I doubt the fish is still on, to be honest. Oh, I am wrong. Fish is still on. Please be a smallmouth. Dang it, man. Chain pickle. I'm getting bites. Got him. What is it down there? Oh, they're little perch. Man, that was one of the most annoying things to reel in without a reel handle, but alright. It's a little perch. So, sweet. Finally able to jig one up. So that is it for this evening, and I put in 8 hours of work today. Only for those pickerel and those couple perch. And I'm glad I finally caught that one yellow perch at the end, just so I know what fish I was looking at on my Garmin all day today. Pretty sure they were just small yellow perch. No smallmouth. That was the target. I've never caught a smallmouth through the ice before, and there's no largemouth here. So I figured it's my best shot to hook into a smallmouth here, but it didn't happen today, which is kind of unfortunate because it is freezing out. I went through 2 cans of propane and I just couldn't get it done. But fortunately, I did catch those few fish at least. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Peace.